Hello everyone, I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Welcome to Friday Raid Digest, guys. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. Good luck on your shard pulls if you are going all in on these 2x voids. Hopefully you're bringing in a lot of crazy legendaries. We just got some massive news that honestly, they were really unexpected. And I gotta say, I am looking at it in a very positive way. And hopefully this will be the beginning of a new meta for Arena. So if we're gonna have a quick look at their forum, guys, Platinum just announced this news, like literally out of nowhere. We had no idea about anything like this, so I'm actually pretty excited to check them out. Basically, greetings, they're kind of like talking about the episode 5 raid Call of the Arbiter. Pretty interesting one if you've seen it. If you haven't, check it out. It's actually pretty good. It does get better. Yeah, it's very short as a mini series, so don't expect anything too crazy. PvP rebalance, polymorph and stone skin. Listen to that, guys. Doesn't that sound interesting? They haven't mentioned anything about stone skin so far. We constantly monitor players' experience in PvP modes and intend to bring a greater tactical variety to arena battles, as well as make them unfold at a more brisk and dynamic pace so that it becomes harder to build a very sturdy team that takes ages to defeat. That's it pretty much at the moment, you know, like it takes a lot of time to kill the teams, and in a way, you want to kill teams fast. Why? Because that's how Platinum designed the game. That's how Platinum designed the end game, the Platinum Arena Reset. Is a rush. You basically want to kill as many teams as possible, and when you're constantly stuck in killing teams in 2 minutes, it's kind of like killing a bit of fun in that, because instead of experiencing more fights, like really experiencing the arena reset, you get to do like 10-15 fights maybe, and that's it for the week, you know. So it's not such a pleasant thing to do, but it is what it is. It's been like this for years. I don't think they're ever gonna change the way the Platinum Arena Reset works, basically, you know, or just classic Arena Reset, because it's the same for every single tier. Now, earlier they mentioned the first step on the path. Polymorph will start requiring accuracy on all but the 6th blessing level. But that's only the beginning, and here are some other changes on our agenda. I gotta say it, I don't have this champion, and Yumeko is just getting a massive buff, okay? Like, Yumeko, her value from here is just gonna go like all the way to freaking here, that you can't even see it anymore. That's how crazy it's gonna get. So basically, the deflection set and the passive part of the Yumeko's A2, so the deflection set is getting a buff too, which is great, will be able to return the ship debuff back the same way they return other debuffs. Yes, even on the 6th level of Polymorph. Now this is one step into the right direction when we are talking about Polymorph nerf. It is very little at the moment, because hey, if you have Yumeko, you're able to do it with a Hex. If you don't have Yumeko, it's kind of like game over. So basically, it's not gonna bring Ramantu back into the mission and stuff, but it's a start, you know. And deflection is a chance to do it, so it's not guaranteed. So it's not something that I would want to gamble, basically, you know. Then the stone skin will no longer remove or protect from getting the HP burn debuff. Same like with the bombs, right? At the moment, the only debuff that you can land on a stone skin is the bomb. Well, you're gonna be able to land HP burn debuff. Moreover, the HP burn will deal 5 times the damage to champions under stone skin. A quick reminder here is that the Incinerate Blessing can make that impact even more tangible. So that's one thing that I wanted to see, Platinum. Well done. This is definitely a step into the right direction, because you're making the most useless blessing in the game viable. Now, 5 times the damage, what exactly does that mean? We're gonna have to find out. I've never found HP burn super impactful for Arena. I don't think it's gonna be like, okay, HP burn and they're gonna get one shot or anything like that, but it will drain a lot of the damage on the enemies, and I think it's a pretty interesting thing all around. Now, keep in mind, the bomb champions are not being used because Polymorph, and HP burn won't be used because of Polymorph, or more or less. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Don't get too excited like I just did, okay? Because I just feel like I'm in that mood of getting excited, basically. All the mentioned changes will appear in the game together, along with a free blessing reset. So this will happen most probably in the next patch. Probably it's going to be a couple of weeks away, or maybe next week. They haven't really gave us kind of like an ETA. This is just the date for the Raid Digest up here. Then, Quintus the Triumphant. We are happy to see that this Gladiator arrive in some players' collections. However, we've also noticed that Ultimate Death Knight might redirect to himself both of his primary hits and the extra hit from Quintus's A1 due to his passive skill, Too Awesome to Die. Well, he is awesome, but he has some reasonable limitations, and starting from the next major update, it will redirect only the first hit from Quintus's A1. How it should be, basically, with all the rest of the champions. So definitely a good thing, because we were getting worried about Quintus and what's happening. If he's going to be left the same way, it's definitely not going to be a great thing. It's going to be pretty hard to make use of his A1 in Arena, because guess what? Ultimate Death Knight is everywhere, because he's too awesome to die. And then we have Clan versus Clan tournament and personal rewards. So we're going to have personal rewards in the next CVC, guys. That's pretty much everything for what they have to say in today's Raid Digest. But if we're quickly going to check that blessing that we are kind of like trying to bring up to life in here. So if we're going to go blessings, let's just go right here. And where is it? Now, little dose, we have Incinerate. So increases the damage inflicted by HP burn debuffs placed by this champion in the arena. Whenever a HP burn debuff placed by this champion inflicts damage on an enemy, their turn meter will also be decreased by the same amount. Only works in arena battles. So at a 6-star awakening, okay, you're gonna increase the damage by 100%. Decreases enemy's turn meter when they receive damage from HP burn debuffs. And that's what's happening at 6-star. Now, what I'm curious to know, is this 100% going to be additive to the 500% that you're getting against Stone Skin, or is going to be multiplicative? So this is something that I'm going to have to check with Seth once we're going to have the information in the game. And talking about blessings and all this, I actually have a video coming out with Seth later today. Keep an eye for it, guys. We're talking about polymorph and things that they happen in game with blessings that a lot of you guys had no idea that they happen, or you had no idea why they are happening. So definitely stay tuned for that video as well. That was pretty much everything for today's video, guys. I am very interested to see how all this will play out. How I mentioned, the reason why we're not using so many bomb champions, and this is in the very high-end arena, guys. In the lower tiers, a lot of you are still using bombs and you're just fine. But the main reason why we're not using it in the high-end arena is because of polymorph. Now, in the lower tiers, you won't be finding as much polymorph, but you're going to encounter a lot of Stone Skin, right? So Stone Skin is definitely everywhere. It's spreading like a virus, and having another option for the 99% of the player base to kind of like work with is great. That's kind of like my take on it so far. We're going to have to see how well it actually plays out. We're definitely going to have champions coming in the mix that we would have never thought that we're going to see in Arena. Maybe we're going to see back an Ignatius, for example. Doesn't require accuracy to do it. Maybe we're going to see in a Drang. Maybe we're going to see Venus with Cupidus in action more than before. So a lot of things can actually happen. That was all for this video. Appreciate all of you guys watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.